As per School Board Policy 167.3, each statement made by a participant shall be limited to 3 minutes. Please note that this is a public meeting, and we ask everyone to address one another with the courtesy and respect you would like to receive in return. When you approach the microphone, please state your name and address for the record. As a reminder, this meeting is being live streamed via the district's YouTube channel and will be posted on the district's website. With that said, I want to introduce our timekeeper to enforce the 3-minute rule. It's Mr. Leach here on my left. And I think you had a statement about how this is going to work.
After the last meeting, someone said that when they're reading, they don't always see me lift the 1-minute sign. So I purchased this less than $2 app for the iPad here that will show you your 3 minutes and give you a little buzzer at the end. And hopefully that'll be more helpful to the people speaking to stay within your 3 minutes. Mr. Chairman, I also wanted to point out that when you read 167 as chair of the policy committee, as you read 167.3, there is one section that we don't list in there that I want to make sure everyone is aware of. F of that policy, and I passed it out to all the board members that are present, states participants shall address only topics within the legitimate jurisdiction of the board. I had heard that there may be some people wishing to speak today on behalf of their favorite candidate for office, and sorry to the current candidates that are sitting up here, but that is not a legitimate jurisdiction of the board. We that's the voters, not us, that decide that. So anyone that would speak about that, we would ask you not to, because that does not fit our board policy.
All right, thank you. Todd, can you clarify where people go? Because I think you mentioned Adam, but then...
Alan, if you could stand, oh, there we are. Elizabeth's standing. There's the mic right there. So that's where public comments will be made.
Thanks,
okay.
Elizabeth.
All right, thank you. So the first person on the list is Joan Baumgartner. Is Joan Baumgartner in the house? On the phone? Nope, okay. Next we have Mike Hammond.
I'm glad the walk didn't count for the time. My name is Mike Hammond. We live at West 66, North 394, Kennedy Avenue. The reason I've come tonight is for 2 reasons. The first reason I've come tonight is to show my gratitude to the public schools of Cedarburg. My wife and I, we moved here 35 years ago, and the main reason we moved here was because we heard the schools were great, and they were. Our 3 kids graduated from here, and all 3 of them said when they went to college that Cedarburg did an amazing job preparing them for higher education. The second thing that we're really proud of is 2 of our grandkids go to Cedarburg schools. One goes to West Lawn, and one goes to the middle school. Both kids and their parents talk highly of the schools. It's amazing. Also, in the last 4 or 5 years, the dealings I've had with the Cedarburg schools was at Ozaki County with juveniles. All 3 of these exercises, whenever I contacted the schools, they were wonderful. They were helpful, and I can't say that for other districts when I worked at the Ozaki County Jail with juveniles. Cedarburg was top-notch when I talked to them about students that were from Cedarburg. Also, the second reason I want to talk about later on is also regarding a couple things that I'm requesting to do. I was hired in November to work at Parkview as a COVID cleaner. And I said, hey, I'm very tired, sounds great. But the most important thing I've learned from doing this job is not smelling like chlorine, but the most important thing I've learned is how dedicated the staff is. From the principal, to the office personnel, to the teachers, to the aides, to the cooks, to the custodian, to the POT, I'm amazed. And every day when I'm there, when I walk up and down the hallways cleaning, and I look in those classrooms, folks, the education that these kids are getting is amazing. Truly amazing. And the time that they spend, the aides, the teachers, everyone, is amazing. I go in there and clean during their lunch, and they're working. So I just want to let you know that you are fortunate to have the education and the educators and the staff that you have here. Truly amazing. The two requests that I have is, number one, if you've never gone to the schools, please go and look at what they're doing. And the second thing, after I realized how hard the staffs work, I thought, well, what type of benefits do our teachers and our staff get with the outlying districts? And I'm telling you, I was shocked. I looked at 11 school districts. The teachers and the staff, average salaries, the lowest of the 11. When I looked at fringe benefits, lowest of the 11. And then the last category really shocked me, but when you think about it,
Thank you.
I'm done.
Thank you.
I want to
Thank
thank
you.
the staff, and I want to thank all the people that work in this district. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. The next person on the list is Patrick Kilkenny.
Thank you for letting me speak. My name is Patrick Kilkenny, W63N321 Hillcrest, Cedarburg, Hillcrest Avenue, Cedarburg. So first, I'll start warning the parents and students at West Lawn, do yourself a favor and dig deep into the massive book list that Principal Katie Ramos and other folks are advocating be added to classroom libraries. I've read 48 of these books. Some of these books are perfectly fine, but others divide people by race and push identity politics. A woman stood here at this podium last meeting and demanded that the school board adopt a policy that would hold district employees and students accountable for implicit racism. She advocated these people should be held accountable on and off school grounds. She advocated for firing staff and expelling students for violating this policy. Yeah, think about that. People are openly calling for the destruction of someone's career and that students be stripped of their educational opportunities because someone simply thinks that a person had an unconscious thought that was considered racist. This is the definition of tyrannical. Mr. Bugnacki, the moment I read the title of your statement in the most recent district newsletter, I knew it was time for my son to be removed from West Lawn. It's heartbreaking because the staff there is absolutely incredible. The answer is simple. There's an infinite number of ways essential that we fractionate the differences of all people all the way down to the level of the individual. If you do not do that, if you do.
Hold on a second. Please stop. Everyone, ma'am, you do not have the floor. You can talk when it's your turn. We will call you. Would you please leave?